Hey, what up, family? What's going on aside from No Picks Podcast?
Hey, good evening. This is Joe, No Picks Podcast.
All right, so today we have another clip from TikTok, of course, right? We get a lot of content from TikTok. So there's an issue with the migrants coming to New York and being given benefits that outweigh the benefits that Americans in New York get. So we're gonna play a clip and we're gonna react to the clip.
Oh
All right.
boy.
And approximately $12.52 per day to purchase food and baby supplies. That's about 40% more than what the average low-income American got per day in government food stamps or SNAP benefits in 2022 at $7.59 per person per day. The prepaid cards are yet another service being offered to migrants. New York City and the state is set to spend $15 billion through 2025, providing migrants a laundry list of services: shelter, legal help, English classes, mental health, public education, and free healthcare. Currently, providing healthcare for migrants in the city is the most costly expense, accounting for about half of the $4.7 billion the city spent on the migrant crisis this past year. And critics argue the services are unfair and a burden to taxpayers.
And when you give out $50 million to people who aren't supposed to be in the country, not only do taxpayers have to pay that money, but it also comes at the expense of Americans who are in need. There's not an unlimited amount of money in public coffers.
To put that $53 million in perspective, that is more than double what New York State is set to spend for its Department of Veteran Services in 2025. Their budget, by the way, was cut by $6 million, according to the proposed 2025 budget in this. But consider this, New York City is...
Bro,
Oh my gosh, bro. This is getting worse.
what is going on, bro? Like, all right, let me try to tee this thing up for you, Joe. What is going on? What is going on in America right now, bro?
Well, I honestly, bro, like one of the higher ups in like the Fed was just like, America is currently on a course of economic collapse, right? I wish I could remember his name, but he was a big higher up in the federal government. He was talking about the state of the economy and where we're at now. He was basically saying like the path that we're on right now with the money that we're just printing out and blowing out and like just burning and giving away and foreign aid and everything that we're doing right now, the fact that we're trillions even more in debt right now. The
Right.
deficit went up by like 6 trillion last year, but like we're on a path of economic collapse, right? So when you ask me what the hell is going on, all I can say is I don't know, bro. Whatever the politicians that are in office, whatever the higher ups are doing, I don't know what they have planned right now. I honestly don't. And if I was a Democrat, which I'm not, I used to
Right.
be, I'm not, I'm independent, but I'd be so confused because I'm like, Biden, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing to try to win this re-election? Like, if people are so afraid of the Republicans or Trump, who, like, what are we doing to win this? Because we about to lose, but as far as this migrant crisis thing, bro, they said they're already cutting the VA by 6 million. They're getting way more than their 53 million is way more than VA veterans are
They said
getting,
more than double.
more than double,
Yeah.
right? More than the average SNAP recipient
Yeah.
or beneficiary, whatever.
That's damn near double. I think they were getting like 752. The regular Americans were getting, regular Americans in New York were getting $7.52, and the migrants were getting $12 and like
Right.
60 something cent a day
Right.
for SNAP
Yeah.
benefits.
It's crazy, right? All right. So my first reaction, I'll keep it short, and then we can go in on this. But I don't know what the hell we're doing. Once again, I don't feel like our country is putting Americans first. I don't. I don't think that they're putting Americans first. Um, I'm frustrated
Right.
because I feel like they're also basically making these migrants kind of scapegoats,
Right.
or making them like the boogeyman or the enemy right now. So it's polarizing the community as well, because there's a lot of disdain for these migrants, because they're coming here taking resources that Americans could use. I just think we're in a rough spot right now, bro. Like, in short, I think we're in a rough spot right now. What the hell do you think is going on with this country, bro? Like, what is happening?
I'm like, listen, anybody that's been watching this podcast can attest to the fact that I am like the last black dude in the world that believes in conspiracy theories. Like,
Right.
most black people, they listen. Niggas love a good conspiracy. Like,
I do too. I ain't going with you, bro. I'm a sucker for them Johns, bro.
love a good conspiracy. But I'm like the anti-conspiracy dude. But I can't think of a logical reason outside of a conspiracy theory in this situation.
Right.
So let me tell you what my train of thought is. Yo, what's the possible benefit for the Democratic Party to embrace this movement?
Right.
The possible benefit is, they can use them eventually as a voting block because they're losing. Listen, I can't speak for other black people. They lost me as a voting block. I ain't voting for them motherfuckers. And until they start not acting retarded, I'm not voting for them no time soon.
They lost me decades ago, so I'm with you. Yeah.
I don't even care what they say. I don't care. Listen, I don't care if they're giving out lollipops and goddamn gummy worms. Like I'm voting Republican. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to vote independent because I feel like I know you do that, but listen, if you're gonna vote independent, you might as well not vote. Let's be honest. That's the party system we got. You ain't.
Yeah, pretty much. But at least I can say I did though, because people will be like, "Well, you're a citizen and you're not, you're not doing your civic duty." I do. No one can tell me that I don't. People were like, "If you don't vote, you don't have a voice.
Right.
You can't speak on what happens." I vote.
Fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I vote so that at least I have some clout, some credibility when I speak.
That's fair.
So that, you know what I mean? But other than that, I'm with you though, bro. Like nothing really changes at the ballot. At least that's what we've seen.
Right.
And Congress usually completely ignores popular opinion. Whatever Americans favor, Congress doesn't favor it. The things that Americans actually want, the benefits, some of the help, or the support, Congress doesn't pass it. They don't pass the things that people actually genuinely want. So,
what could be the possible benefit in it? Like, okay, so you are literally taking resources away from Americans that have been born that have been born here, struggled here, lived here. Some have fought in wars, and giving them to people who just walked across the border and got shipped up here because Governor Abbott said, "Here y'all go, take these motherfuckers."
Right.
So, like, I don't get what they get out of it other than like, what's the benefit of being a sanctuary city? Like, I don't get it. I don't know if you know this, but Denver, which was known to be a sanctuary city, bro, they're still technically a sanctuary city, but they're actively telling migrants not to come there. They're like, yo, they see the writing on the wall. They like, yo, there is no infinite money. Don't come here. They're telling them straight up from the rip. They're like, do not come here. If you want us to send you somewhere else, i.e. Chicago, Boston now, since Boston's going hard on us, New York, we'll send you there, but you can't stay here. They're warning them like, you better not come here or you will be homeless. They're warning them.
Right.
So Denver's the only place, like, listen, but they're still saying, hey, I'm technically a sanctuary city. I don't know what kind of benefits a city gets if they classify themselves as a sanctuary city. It has to be something, right? Or I can't imagine it's just like a moral thing that you can just wave up and say, hey, everybody, look at me. We're a sanctuary city. Look at us. Look at us. I don't get what you get from that, but there has to be some kind of monetary benefit. You know what I mean? Like the federal government must give these cities some kind of benefit for that, just in case. But a lot of these cities have been sanctuary cities for a really long time. Governor Abbott just started calling them motherfuckers when they blush. And they just like, okay, cool, you're a sanctuary city? Let me sanctuary some people. Here you go. There you go. But then what? Chicago started trying to say, oh, no, we don't come. They didn't say, hey, don't come. They started trying to find the buses bringing the people to their city.
Right.
So that's also their way of being like, listen, this is too much. But I can't say we're not a sanctuary city because I ran on it. Right? You that's something that you beat your chest on and be like, oh, okay, we're a sanctuary city. I don't know if you knew, what was this, about like a couple weeks ago? What's his name got to the hospital for some kind of like a panic attack? Brandon Johnson.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro was in the hospital for a couple days for a panic attack. It made the national news.
Oh, he didn't even say anything too.
He didn't say nothing. It just came out like, bro, like,
right.
Like, I wonder why, motherfucker. Maybe you will lower your stress level if you say, hey, you know what? We don't want to be a sanctuary city no more. Bro, listen, I'm not going to keep speaking, but I don't get why the city, why we're talking about New York specifically right now, why New York is giving away benefits. It's going to piss off Hispanic people and black people and lower income white people that are already here at the bottom. They're literally giving the resources of the people away already at the bottom. So you're making that dollar stretch even more where people were complaining already in the first place. And the veterans, you're just basically telling them to go fuck themselves.
Right. No, and that's real, bro. And we're gonna dispel this now because every time we talk about this, we have to make it a point to say, listen, we don't promote xenophobia, right? So we're not saying keep these people out because they're colored or because they're from a certain country or because they're a certain religion. We're not saying that at all. What we're saying is we are not, right now, America is not in a good place to sustain this constant influx of migrants coming in, taking resources when Americans are already living either paycheck to paycheck. Most Americans aren't even prepared for like a $1,000 or $2,000 emergency, like if their car breaks down. Like Americans don't even have that much money in their savings. I was watching the news the other day and like credit, people who are like maxing out credit has gone up, bro. So
Right.
much the credit debt has gone up since quarantine opened up and since
Right.
after the pandemic. Credit has gone up, people's savings has gone down, people are dipping into their pensions and their 401ks at, more than they have before. Like
Right.
things are tight right now,
Yeah.
right? Because inflation has been high. Things are crazy expensive. What I'm saying? Like the prices have not dropped yet. They're saying that the job market is good, but people are saying, yeah, we don't know about that because we're not seeing that. You know what I mean? So like we're in a really weird space right now. So none of this is coming from a place of xenophobia. Sure, there are some people who might have it. We're not speaking to them.
Right.
We're speaking from the place of what about Americans?
Right.
We need help. We need support. We need stop giving money to Ukraine. Stop giving money to Israel. Stop giving money to giving to all these other foreign countries in these wars that Americans don't even fully either don't understand what's happening or don't even fully support it. Like that's all of our tax money, bro, and it's just being sent out to all these different places. Veterans who fought and probably got hurt and got hurt, had trauma, PTSD, now can't get benefits, getting their
Right.
benefits cut, and you're giving money to migrants,
Right.
bro. That's spitting in these patriots' faces, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's spitting in the faces, bro. I would feel so disrespected. I do feel disrespected as an American, and thinking America first. I do feel disrespected for our veterans, bro. I have veterans in my family, brother. You're actively in duty right now. Like it's a spit in the face, bro. Like I don't understand what. I don't know what Biden's trying to do. I don't know what the Biden administration is going to do
Bro, it
about
don't
this.
make sense, bro. Like
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't.
I can't make sense of it. And so, all right. So, like I said, the people at the bottom are fighting for these resources, right? The people at the very bottom, bro.
Right.
How about somebody like you and I? Listen, I would love $12 a fucking day to go to use some SNAP benefits. I would not be too proud to take a goddamn. I don't qualify for it, but if I could, I'm like, okay, cool, bro. If you're giving $52 billion to migrants, why not just give it to your own people, regardless of their income status? Because they're entitled to it before the migrants are.
Right.
So why wouldn't you just give it to them? The middle guy, right, or the middle gal, right, feels disrespected the most in America because, bro, like you work, you make a significant amount of money, you make 60, 70, 80 grand, you file your taxes, and you don't get nothing back. The people who never worked get 30 grand back, and they on TikTok dancing and laughing and high-fiving each other and be like, yo, why don't you do something for those people? The people in the middle that's not super rich, that's not, you know what I mean, don't got to eat ramen noodles every day. Maybe they can eat them every once in a while because they want to. But why not give some relief to some people in the middle?
Right.
People at the bottom always get relief. They get free housing, they get this, they get that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But the people in the middle don't get shit.
Don't get nothing, bro. We talked about this before too. Like if you or you say your parents saved money and were fiscally responsible, when you go to apply to school, all the money that your parents or you have in savings is held against you, and that means that your estimated family contribution basically goes up. So you have to either pay full tuition out of your pocket or get everything but loans, no grants, no nothing, because your family was fiscally responsible, saved money, and we're being penalized for that, right? Middle class people, that sucks. We don't get any benefits that we pay into. We don't get any of that. I didn't get a stimmy. I was still working. Thank God I had my job. I'd rather have my job and my health benefits than get a stimmy, but I didn't get no stimmy or a stimulus check for people who don't know what the stimmy is. I didn't get one. I don't know, bro. It's like they're squeezing and strangling the middle class, bro, and it's like making me frustrated because it's like I don't want to be. I would hope I could be rich, but I might not be there yet.
Yeah.
But like, can I just be comfortable in the middle class? Like, can I just be chilling? Like, can I just be cool? Like, that's all I'm asking for. I don't want to be poor. Nah, hell with that. I don't want to be poor just to get SNAP benefits. I'm good. But we don't get any benefit. No, we don't get any relief, bro. And I'm with you. Where's the relief? The government so far has bailed out the banks. The banks were too big to fail. When people can't pay their credit cards and people start declining or defaulting on that debt, are you going to bail out the credit cards
Right.
of companies? Like, when are Americans going to get bailed out? When do we get bailed out, bro? When do we get relief?
Right.
We have all these billions of dollars being pumped in all these different directions. When do Americans get any relief, bro? That's what that's a serious question. Serious question. When? And now all the extra money you're giving this little bit of, that we could be using, you're giving it to these. Nah, this is bad. This is like a ticking time bomb, though, bro. Like, all this working in conjunction,
Right.
it's not sustainable, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And I hate to say that, but this is gonna get worse before it gets better, bro. It really, really is. We already had one cop getting beat up by like three or
Right.
four migrants, got off scot free. So now these dudes out there are above the law, getting all these benefits, bro. I'm thinking I might just give it all my papers and go migrate to another country and see how I get treated good, bro. Put me in a little hotel, give me some SNAP benefits, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
So I'm wondering if I could just like go to New York and stay in a hotel for free. If I just be like, gay. If I just start just being
Yo.
like, gay, bro. Like, what's your address? What's your address? I just everything they ask me, I just be like, gay. And yo, listen, I want to stay in the Four Seasons. I want some, room delivered steak. I want some of that shit. That could be a weekend for me. I get away from these goddamn crazy ass kids. Like,
Yeah, this this is hitting Biden so hard, bro. And I gotta keep taking it back to that because we're in a huge election year. Like, people are campaigning now, the primaries are happening, and like, not only is his mental faculties fading, but like the between his support for Ukraine and Israel, and then his stance on the border and what he's been doing so far. I don't. There's no way in hell I see this. I see no path to victory for him with this presidential race, bro. I don't see a path to victory, and I would hope that Americans speak at the ballot. Please use your rights, rights that were given to you as an American citizen, and use those rights to make a difference and vote for a different future, because, bro, we're so fragile right now, bro. We're so fragile right now.
We shouldn't. All right, we're gonna wrap this up, family. Like, comment, subscribe, right? But somebody maybe in the comments could explain to us what possible benefit is there,
right?
For, like, I can't think of any. Like I said, I'm going on conspiracies now, and you were the conspiracy dude. I'm not the conspiracy dude. I can't think of a single solitary reason to push this agenda and put all this money into these people, bro.
Me either. I don't get it either. I know that one senator, and we're gonna wrap it up too. I'm with you. One senator was like, "Why don't we let the migrants in, and then we can recruit them into the military, and if they fight for us in the military, we'll give them citizenship and all this other stuff, right? So maybe using citizenship as an incentive to be a part of the military." And I'm like, so now you want to get these migrants to come in just because we can't, because military recruiters are struggling right now to get people into the all the branches. So now they're thinking maybe we can let them in and give them a path to citizenship by joining the military, right? So I don't know, maybe we want to use them for just to fill our reserves, to refill our reserves. I don't know, bro.
Why would they be loyal to a U.S. cause if one of these migrants go to a high spot, and a Russian just reach out to him and be like, "Yo, listen, you want $1 million? Here you go. Just give me some secrets." Why wouldn't they? They don't have any loyalty to us. Why would they?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And the last thing I will say is Muhammad Ali made this metaphor years ago, and it was a different context, but it's still relevant today. And he was talking about this metaphor where, like, when you have this door and it's open, and you have all these snakes coming in, and someone tells you, listen, they all don't bite. They're all not going to bite you. Only maybe like 2 or 3 will bite you and could kill you, right? And he's like, so if I know that there's 2 or 3 that could possibly get into that door and bite and kill me, I'm going to close that door and make sure none of them get in.
Right.
I can't take the chance of 1 or 2 of those, because once they come in, I'm dead, right? So rather than letting them all in, no, I'm just going to put up a wall and say, no, none of y'all can't get in. And I feel like that's kind of my problem with these migrants, where it's like, I'm not saying I'm not trying to paint them as villains or thieves or thugs or all these different things, but like, out of all these people that are coming in, and a lot of them are men, bro. You've noticed that too? Like, they're like teenage boys, like men. There's a lot of men migrants coming in too. Like, you don't see a lot of, like, which of those are going to be thieves? Serial, I don't want, I guess, I don't know. But I don't know. Bad people.
They're unvetted. Like.
Yeah, there's no vetting process. Exactly. There's no way to vet them. Where are they coming from? Are they radicalized? Are they from a country that hates America? Like, what are we doing to make sure? Are they of sound mind? I don't know, bro. this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So that was my last thing just to consider. But family, let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Like Tyree said, like what are they planning? What is Biden going to do about this? What is the reason we're letting this in and allowing this to happen? What could it possibly be?
Is this like a moral victory or something? Like what? Like
I don't know.
What can you say to be like, okay, we let all these migrants come, so we're good people? I'm genuinely, I don't understand. I'm confused, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm confused. So maybe the family can let us know. So anyway, important topic. Like, subscribe, share. Please watch this. Oh, and we're gonna put a plug in. We are going live. We're gonna do it. We haven't gone live yet.
Yeah.
Saturday evening. Well, you guys will get a notification, but we'd love for you guys to chime in, come into engage with us, talk with us if you're free. I know it's a Saturday evening, but we'll be there just chopping it up.
Yeah.
We're excited about that. So putting the plug for the live. This is happening, Ty. We've said it. We're gonna do this. So Saturday evening, look out for the notifications. And until then, y'all be safe.
Yeah.